Good afternoon and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. Today is February 21st and it's time to winter sow pansies. We're using a water jug. I've cut it open, left a hinge, and added some drain holes. If you need more specific instructions how to measure and cut your jugs, I have a video for that. I'll put the link down in the description. Now let's fill this with moist soil. I'm using Pro Mix organic potting soil, but any potting soil will work. Like I said, I've already mixed it with water. I did that in the house. And I leave this bucket in there overnight to keep it warm because it's freezing out here. You could do this indoors, but I'm ready to be out in my garden. These are heirloom Swiss giant pansies. It's a variety of colors from my own saved seeds. The seeds are tiny and I'm just going to sprinkle them around on top. Later, I'll either go back and thin them or I'll plant them out in clumps. Pansies do need dark to germinate. Checking my nose. Yes, they need to be in the dark to germinate, but just lightly cover them with soil. Don't drown them because they're so tiny. Now, I already started pansies in the fall and planted them into my green stalk stackable planters and my front porch pots. They should come back and start growing again in the spring. But I was curious how winter sowing would work for pansies. Now, if I started these indoors under lights in the basement for the spring, I would have started them 13 weeks before my last frost. Today here in North Central Maryland, it's currently 10 weeks before our last frost. Pansies like to germinate between 60 and 70 degrees. When we close this up, this is going to act like a mini greenhouse. And when the temperatures hit the right temperature, they're going to germinate. But honestly, pansies grow really slowly, so I'm curious how this is going to work. But I'm not depending on these. My fall pansies, like I said, should start growing in the spring. After nighttime temperatures reach 40 degrees. They prefer 40 to 60 degree nighttime temperatures. I'm using Gorilla duct tape, but the silver type's fine too. The Gorilla brand is just stickier. Close this up to hold in the warmth. and just leave it. I'm not going to open it right now until a week before you plant them out. You want to plant out pansy 6 weeks before the last frost. Make sure you write the name on your jug. This is a garden marker. It's not going to fade in the sun. A Sharpie will fade. And take off the top. You want moisture, rain, and snow to be able to get in. And later, you want heat to be able to escape. Let's go get this put out in the garden with the other jugs. You don't want it in full sun, but you don't want it in shade all day. Along this trellis, it's also going to protect it a little bit from the sun and from animals knocking them over. If you need deeper instructions, again, about how to design your jugs, check the video links in the description. And come back and check the progress. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.